a break from the music, and just about maybe 5 years back, I decided to get back into the business, and here we are today, man, going strong, and the band's running strong, and we're enjoying it.
So
We're having fun.
how did Latin Soul come about? Did you just want to get back into the music scene and just get but when you guys know you've always played the old school jams and you always got everyone on the floor when you play, so what happened there?
Well, it was funny because I actually started with another band. Wasn't doing a whole lot, just kind of doing some background vocals and this and that. And then I got fired, didn't even know it. I got fired from that group. And
Got fired on your day off.
It was your
yeah,
band. It was your
no,
band
that
that
wasn't.
started it.
No,
They
no, that
fired
one
you out
wasn't
of it.
mine. No, man.
They
I had
fired you
a
out of your own band. Come on.
no, I had a.
It wasn't Tony T, was it? It
No,
wasn't Tony's band, was
no.
it?
See, that's
He's
how
known for that.
that's how we got started was with Tony because I got a phone call from another band from the Diversity band, Mr. Abel Aragon and Larry Lobato, and they called me and asked me if I was interested. And I told them, well, I'm playing with the band right now, and they're the ones that informed me that I got fired from the other band. So they said, no, you don't. You're not playing with them anymore. They fired you. And so I jammed with them for a little bit and happened to run into Tony. Tony came and filled in one night when our drummer was out, and man, that was like fireworks in a bottle, man. He's a powerhouse on those drums, and he's got a personality bigger than all get out. And
Now, is that after he, drinks in his Ensure or puts Bengay on or what?
no, man.
I had to say that to him for in case he's listening
Yeah, I'm
because
sure.
he didn't show.
Yeah, I'm sure he is listening too. But no, he's just.
So do I call him a no-show?
Yeah, you might
We
call him a
call him
no-show
a
today.
no-show.
He had a good excuse for today, so I'll give him a
There-
pass on that one.
Yeah,
But
see, you're covering for him, John. See,
Yeah.
that's all right.
yeah,
And we're streaming on www.kuhsdenver.com. We're streaming live here in the studio with John Deleon of Latin Soul. It's really a good interview. You may want to log in and check it out. If you want to turn down the volume, you can turn down the volume or just hit on, pause or completely just mute and watch the live stream. We've got John DeLeon in the house with us right now. And so we're talking to him about his group, the Latin Soul. Really a good, interesting interview. So just stay tuned for us. So we're going to keep talking to him about the Latin Soul group. John,
yes, sir.
one thing I think, ooh, did you hear that?
He's got
Call me
that.
sir. Whoa, I like that. So one of the things I'm calling out all the bands, I mean, when are we going to start hearing some originals out there?
This is the year for us. We've made that our goal for 2015. We're gonna put some original stuff out that it's already there. We just got to get into the studio and get it recorded, and you'll hear something from Latin Soul this year coming up real soon. In fact, within the next 3 months, we'll have a single out, and then we'll go from there. Later on in the year, probably around September, we'll have an entire album out. So.
See, because with this new medium that we put up here, we can stream around the world. And so we're going to do a lot of the breakout artists up on our web. Anybody who's putting out their originals, that's why we're calling everybody out. Come on, because we have the ability to stream your music. There's millions and millions of people who will buy your stuff, you know what I mean, immediately, especially if they're hearing you airplayed over, our stream. And we're picking up people from around the world. And we watch our live stream, and I was telling Jesse, look at all these people. We're getting them from Commerce City. We're getting them from Croatia, getting them from Chicago. We're getting them just today. Paul Chavis, who was he talking to? One of the old school KDKO radio DJs. And now, I mean, he's big. He just called him up, called him in, started talking to him. It's really nice to be able to have this capability, and we do voice over the internet protocol for our call-ins. It's pretty nice to be able to do that. Now we're streaming live with you in the studio. They can see you right there smiling at them. If you look that way toward the blue, you can actually, there you go. And so you can see your monitor over this way, and you can see yourself. That's how you look on our streamer. Now we took it one step further. We can do remote streaming, so we can go to your gig and do a live remote. We can just promote it ahead of time. So if you're at your TLA concert, we can show up there and give them at least 10 minutes of one of your songs live streaming, and that's on the spot kind of stuff. And so we've got some really neat technology that's going on in this place. So that's why we want you to start doing your original music. So we put it up on our streamer. There's a lot of groups here in town that we've already got their stuff up there. We've got them in the studio here and talk to them. It's really nice to be able to play their music while we give you the interview. So tell us more about yourself, the band. I mean, who's in the group?
Well, once again, you got Tony Alcarez on the drums. I fought long and hard to get my little brother in the group with me, so now he's there. My brother Daniel Deleon, he does vocals, and then we've got Ronnie Torres on the bass. We've got Holly Holverson on the keyboards, Dusty Lee on the guitar, Jesse Soto on the saxophone, and myself. That's the gist of it at this point. We're probably going to expand that out a little bit more in 2015, like I said, and bring a bigger, broader sound to the stage.
And maybe you're on your horn section now with Jesse Soto. I see him on Jam Limited. I see him on Jametica. So if you guys start really hitting it good, how's he going to make a decision to stay with the group? Or are you going to bring a full horn section in there with you guys to who's permanent to go on a little mini tour or do some big stuff?
Because at the moment you play trumpet as well, right?
That's right. That's
So
right. Yeah.
there's really two horns in there.
Yeah. So we've been kind of bugging Jesse about that, and I know Jesse kind of told me kind of made that commitment to me that he was fully committed to Latin soul. I know he does some of his other gigs on the side, which a lot of these musicians, I mean, it's a way of not for Jesse, but I mean for a lot of musicians, that's the way they make their living, and so they're playing all over the place, and hopefully with what we're doing and with what we're gonna with what our goals are for the year to come, I'm hoping that these guys won't have to play anywhere else and that they'll be fine where they're at and they'll be making enough money right where they're at with Latin soul.
And Holly, she's been around. She's a seriously seasoned musician. Holly is really well seasoned on those keyboards, and she just puts some real nice flavor to the band. And she kicks it right when she's supposed to kick, and her leads are just off the chain. Kind of dwell on that a little bit. Tell us about Holly. How'd she get in your group?
Once again, it was an accident. We kind of ran into Holly. They brought her in to fill in for somebody, and when I started Latin Soul, Tony was the first phone call I made. Tony came on board, and Holly was the second, and she came right on board right along with Tony, and we kind of built the band around that. And yeah, Holly's, I mean, as far
she
as
can play,
yeah,
right? She can play.
she is she's so dynamic and versatile with her music. She I mean, you could probably call her a prodigy, the way she plays and the way she sees music, the way she hears music, the way she reads music. She's got skills that I've never seen in any other musician here in Colorado.
Yeah, Holly. I know Holly. I know what you're talking about there. Now, with the Tierra concert, I noticed that you had all kinds of percussionists up there. I did notice Dean Aragon. You had him up there, and he has a lot of flavor adding to the group. Does that take away or add to, or is it you have control over it in terms of your dynamic sound to bring your dynamics down, especially if you're doing some leads and stuff? He knows how to bring his dynamics within the group because he don't always play with them, but he's a seriously seasoned musician also. Does he help in that respect?
Oh, he certainly does. I mean, adding him and Billy Rendon was there that night as well on the conga. So, that's a big part of what we want to do is add a percussion section to the group as well as maybe a couple more horns and maybe a female vocalist if there's any female vocalists out there that are interested. We're probably looking for one at the first of the year. But yeah, with the percussions, they add so much more flavor to the band, and they bring everything together. Tony and Dino, they really work good together, and Billy, they all work good together. They know when to break things down. They know when to pick it up. They just it's a matter of just watching one another and knowing where those breaks are, and they really do add a lot to the group.
And Billy, he's a front singer, isn't he? Didn't he get with a good rock group and now he's fronting a band? Is that what I heard?
You know what, I heard the same. I heard the same, but yeah, watch out for Billy because he might become part of the group before you know it.
The
Yeah,
front singer, yeah.
yeah, he might become part of the group before you know it. So
Now, here's another interesting thing about the Latin Soul group. When you're playing your music and stuff, your delivery and when you're delivering a good new, or a song that you're going to put together out there, um, everybody dances and you're choreographed pretty well. So Do you make sure and have that done? You make sure and get that done? You like the the choreography, that goes along with a good group that's delivering a really tasty groove up there.
Yeah, that's a big part of what we do. We get up there, we have fun, we dance. It seems to get people into the music that much more. I, we've had people come up time and time again talking about how much they enjoyed the band and how much they enjoyed the fact that we don't just stand up there like some of the other bands, and we actually get out there and we get to moving and grooving up on the stage, and they love it. So it's
Absolutely.
something that we love to do, and I enjoy it.
Yep.
I,
Yep.
I
Latin Soul is one of the most entertaining bands here in Denver, Colorado. I mean, they deliver. When they come to play, they deliver for sure.
Deliver the
They
word.
deliver it, man. You know it.
Now check it
So,
out. You've got Latin Soul. You just put out a little call out for female vocalists. Now Moses Jones is putting together. No, was it Moses Jones?
Chase.
No, Chase is putting together a jam. What's it called?
Blackberry Jam.
Blackberry Jam. And with this Blackberry Jam, he's got looking for all the female vocalists. He's got a couple, right? So he's trying to pick up all the female vocalists too. So we're wondering if you'll be able to find a good vocalist. Are you going for a younger looking type or a seriously seasoned musician that just gets up and gets busy with it?
maybe a little bit of both.
Mhm.
Maybe a little bit of both, for the simple fact that we got to keep the fire in the group, got to keep them moving, and someone's out there, someone that's perfect for the group is out there. It just takes time to to actually look and invest the time into finding somebody that's going to fill that slot.
Now, dealing with female vocalists, have you ever dealt with female vocalists before? Everybody has different outtakes on it, so you have, when you're dealing with females, I mean, you're already dealing with an emotion there, and when you do lots of different types of music, and they want to do the singing and stuff, and you don't want them to sing a certain song, you go up against different things. Is there any real problem with all this? I mean, do you have problems ever going through dealing with female vocalists and stuff?
Uh, we haven't worked with one real extensively, but the emotion part of it, I don't know how we're going to deal with it at that point in time. We deal with Holly. We
Well,
deal,
Holly's a
yeah,
seriously seasoned one.
yeah.
The ones that go up front and show, they get all dressed up real nice, and everybody's telling them, "You're so good, you're so all of that," and a bag of chips. And then she starts thinking she's the group. You may have to deal with that, John. I mean, that's kind of true.
That is kind of true, but with the one thing about our group is that kind of separates us from everybody else, because I've seen some groups where the front man's the front man and that's it. There's no room for error for that. He doesn't give anybody else an opportunity to do what they want to do. We kind of pass the buck in the band. I mean, everybody gets a chance to shine. Everybody gets a chance to sing. So if and when we do bring a female vocalist on, she's going to have to be willing to deal with us as well as us dealing with her, because she's going to have to know that she shares that stage with 7 other guys and with 7 other people, and that everybody actually gets a chance to do what it is that they do. So, I mean, I think that's a mark of a good band. I think Soul School's real good at that. I've seen them out and about. They do a good job of that. Hot Lunch Band, Brother Louie, they've been doing that for years, and they do a good job with that. They pass the buck real well, and everybody takes their opportunity and they take it, to the fullest. So, yeah, that's just something that maybe she's going to have to deal with us more than we're going to have to deal with her.
Well, that sounds pretty good. So, what's coming up for Latin Soul? What is your schedule looking like? I know you guys got some good New Year's gig going down. We got been promoting that on our website and stuff. So, what's going on for Latin Soul in the future here?
Well, yeah, you just touched on it, with the New Year's Eve coming up, fastly approaching. We're actually got a show. It's actually right up the street here at the pit stop. Those of you that want to come out and join us, we've got several different packages. We've got everything from a hotel package, shuttle ride to and from the gig, to just basic general admission. You come in. The good thing about it is we're not trying to get rich off of this. We're not trying to, with the holidays.
Well, that
and
don't
everything.
work, does it, Jesse?
Yeah.
I mean, well, let's get rich off it, dude.
Shuttle
Shuttle rides, okay.
Yeah.
Serving food.
Yeah, we're the hotel package comes with the shuttle to and from the gig. It comes
Wow.
with entrance into the gig. Obviously, you get a buffet, you get party favors, you get a free continental breakfast in the morning. I mean, it does offer quite a bit. And then we're setting up a VIP area where we're gonna offer bottle service and VIP area for those that want to enjoy that. And then, like I said, the basic general admission. I mean, the tickets are running $10 to come out and enjoy the evening of some great music, and we're actually doing a reunion with my brothers and my sisters that night, the Storm reunion that night as well.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're going to be able to see that part of it as well.
Hey, Jesse, do you notice that everything's out here in the north? I mean, we got Latin Soul out here.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
got,
Chasing Dreams always out here.
yeah, and then we've got up north. Who's going to be at Babes? Isn't it
Mighty Nice gonna be
the
at House of
Mighty
Babes for
Nice?
New
Yeah,
Year's
and then
Eve.
up
So
north, up here at the Greystone
parties up
Castle.
north.
Yeah,
if you
so
wanna come
I
up
could
north.
just ride around here,
Yeah.
ride around the area, and if the police pull
I'm
me
gonna
over,
be
I'll
at
just say,
D's Midtown for a private event for New Year's. So
"Is there anything wrong, Ossifer?" It's like, oh, it's you. So, oh, you're gonna be at a private
private party for at D's Midtown for New Year's.
what? And I'm not invited?
It's private.
Oh, see that, John? I've been trying to butter up to our DJ. DJ Jesse's getting all popular and stuff, and so it's because he's young. So they said, "You viejito, stay home and just kind of relax." But I stay up with it. I stay up with you. I stay up with. No, I can't stay up with Tony. I don't know what's wrong with it. He's got too many flim flams. His Radamaccu's out of sync, or I think his drawback is his double bass. So.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
We're gonna get him, yeah. So we got him live. We got him. We're streaming live, which is really nice. And so it's all good. So we got Harold Rapp in the house. He said he was lost, but it's all good.
It's kind of tricky coming out here if you've never been out here before. So, like you said, we got Harold Rapp coming up for a special edition of Music Alive. You've been listening to a special interview with Mr. John Deleon from Latin Soul, so we want to thank you for coming in. Brother John, I've always been a Latin Soul follower, for as long as I can remember. My dad is actually the first one to take me out to go see you guys, whether it's at Cinco de Mayo or at another event. And you guys just throw down every time. They played for my graduation party too.
That's
Latin
right.
Soul, you didn't invite me to that
Yeah,
either. Did
That's
This is
right, we got
wrong.
blast.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys don't invite me to go see Latin Soul. You guys don't take me to the private party. What's up with this?
Now
Tell
you're in
me,
the
tell
loop.
me, John.
Well, now you're in the loop,
Yeah,
man.
now
Yeah,
you're-
everybody's been
you're one
telling
of
me
us
that,
now,
so I
man.
call everybody. Where you going tonight? I'll let you know, and then no more Texas for the rest of the night.
Man,
So-
yeah, you're in the loop now. I'll make sure you know exactly
For
where
real.
we're at when we're playing and so on and so forth. But prior to the New Year's Eve gig, we're actually out here up north again. We're right
See?
down the street at the Extra Point, and if you guys haven't had a chance
Off
to get in
100th
there,
and Colorado Boulevard.
exactly off 100th and Colorado Boulevard.
You're out here in my backyard.
Yeah,
And you
This
still
is
don't
your
invite
neck
me.
of the woods, bro. I
See,
don't know
This
why
is
you
back
don't
in
go out.
your neck of the woods.
this is a walking distance. No, I don't know about
You're
that.
listening to www.kuhsdenver.com. We're an internet radio and TV streaming service. You're listening to John DeLeon of the Latin Soul Band. I'm sitting here kicking it with DJ Jesse. I heard you talked to Old School Fool out there in Southern Cali.
DJ Old School Fool,
Oh,
he's
that
doing
was
a gig
cool.
tonight, the Chicano Soul Legends, man.
Oh,
That's gonna be a good
that's
one.
sweet. I'm going to get on my jet and I'm going. You guys aren't invited. The jet sits right up the street at Jefferson County Airport. So another thing, too, we have Paul Chavez. A big shout out to Mr. Paul.
Mr. International.
Oh, yes, he's got something good coming out here next weekend. He's got to verify it, though. Henry Delgado of Delgado Promotions. We're going to be talking about the upcoming Mike Alvarado fight. We know Mike Alvarado since he was young, personally, actually, but everybody's saying, well, we don't want to get him here in an interview because he might not show. Well, we don't know if he will or not, but we're invited down to a, everybody knows
Yeah, that one's
No,
hard to say.
I'm not
Mike's a bad boy, man. I just, I'm a big fan of Mike Alvarado. I watch his fights and when he loses, I lose. When he wins, I win. I mean, it's just kind of, I just kind of watched him closely as he's come along. I'm just hoping that I know he's got that Brandon Rios fight coming up here.
up here at the First Bank Center.
That's right,
That's right
yeah.
up the street from us here. You just go
That's
up
right.
120, you run right into it.
And my thoughts and prayers are with him, and I hope he comes out victorious. More than anything, I hope they both come out healthy and safe. And man, I'm just waiting for him to put it all together because I think Denver, deserves a champion, and I
Well,
think,
though, Johnny already is.
yeah,
He's a champion, and
I know
that's
he's
why
a
he's
champion, but I mean,
world known throughout the world.
it was funny because we were watching a movie the other day, and he was on that movie. I was like, and it was just a small part. It was at the very beginning of the movie. I can't remember it off the top of my head. And I said, you know what, that's pretty big for Mike to be on. To even get that spot at the beginning of a movie like that. I mean,
Sure.
he's a good dude. I just hope he pulls it all together and maybe takes that next step.
You
After
know what? You talk like this, John, but you're the one going to take the next step too, because you're going to come out with a really good album, and then you're going to be in that position. But we want to say something to you. Don't forget us, okay? You're already
Don't
forgetting me
forget
to
it,
invite us.
man.
Yeah, see, DJ Jess, make sure that he don't forget you. He might
Can't
forget me because
me,
we've been around. I've been around the block 30 times. Don't say it, Jesse. He's been saying 40 times, dude. I mean, you can't even walk around the block. Take your walker and take the softballs off of it, but I won't.
Scratching up the floor.
Man, no, I ain't gonna forget about anybody. I love you guys all.
So don't forget, you're famous here in the town.
Absolutely.
John,
Lanzo doing
don't
big
think that you
things,
never
man.
that.
Lanzo doing big things. Got a new album. We did that Tierra gig with each other, and they're just shining. Lanzo's shining right now.
Big shout out to Chicago, or big shout out to DC. Greg Rashid out there, Maryland. Big shout out to going to go to Texas, Arizona, the Southern Cal. Big shout out to you out there, Chicago, and everywhere else, Croatia, and all across the pond into Japan for our drummer friends out there.
Do a shout out to the UK, Miss Sue Charles out there.
Oh, we forgot about the
Such.
UK. Yeah, everybody that's listening to us, we're having a good time with John Deleon. We're going to call it now. He wasn't late. He was on Chicano time. You want to see this stream, you can see the stream, but it's going to go down one time because we got Harold Rapp, the third, coming in, and he's going to be the number one. But you can see the replay just by clicking on Ustream for the past videos. This one you're seeing live right now, but it's going to go down one. So for now, on www.kuhsdenver.com. See you later, Mr. John DeLeon.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate it.